It is a beautiful morning, and today we are going to tackle my very weedy garden. So come along with me. All right, let's just do a quick level set of where we are starting at with my garden. As you can see, there are lots of weeds and there are tons of cabbage in there that need to be picked. So we'll probably start off with that because that will be a huge thing that needs to be done. But we also just need to go after pretty much like everything in here. It's hard to distinguish where the plants are and where the weeds are. And that's just kind of what is living by myself with 2 toddlers and being pregnant while my husband is deployed. And we're gonna just get a lot of this done, and I will kind of take you guys along the way. Unfortunately, it looks like this one's split, but I think we can salvage it. And I think we're just gonna pull these plants here. All right, so let's try to get some of these weeds out. This one does not look split yet and looks pretty decent behind those leaves. And I know I could leave these in here and maybe have another cabbage grow. But right now we're gonna convert this bed into carrots. So I have little, like 1 or 2 of these like very small cabbages here that probably just didn't get enough light or room to grow. So I'm just gonna see if I can get this to grow a little bit more throughout the summer, but I'll probably pick the rest of these. And maybe like, I'll get my aunt's opinion here. Should I let this smaller one grow here? This one is sad. Oh man. I think that one's a goner. The rest of these look pretty decent though. We're gonna work our way through them. I'm hoping that clearing out some of these cabbage allow my basil to get a little bit bigger. I probably need to pick some of these top stems so that it gets a little bushier. I'm hoping to be able to have at least a few jars of frozen pesto by the end of the summer. But definitely my first year trying to grow pretty much anything really in large scale. So like anything else, this comes with a lot of learning opportunities. And I think that's kind of the really great thing about homesteading. It can really humble you for one, like these weeds. And you also have a lot of opportunities to really learn and grow. All right, so I think we have at least like 10 more cabbages here and they all look pretty good. I'm just gonna take some of these outer leaves off before we go inside. And you guys can see like there are a little bit of bug damage on the outside, but the insides really, once you get in there, they look pretty good. We'll have to cut into them and hopefully they still look as good there. But I think we're gonna have some pretty good cabbage leaves here. You can see right here, that looks pretty good in there. Oh, these deer fly. Oh my God, ow. That really hurt. My new country life is getting bit by deer flies. Anyways, so I think these are looking pretty good. I'm just gonna go ahead and take the rest of these off before we bring them inside. We're gonna make a lot of sauerkraut. I'm going to freeze a few. Hopefully we'll make some cabbage rolls too. I'm gonna bring these down to, one of these down to my mother-in-law. She is very excited to make some cabbage rolls. So yeah, and you can see we did pretty good on this bed already. I'm gonna wait to probably do some more deep weeding until I'm ready to plant my carrots, which will be in about another week here. I'm headed out of town for a couple of days, and carrots really need to stay wet, the seeds, for a while, and it's gonna be a pretty dry next week or so, so I don't wanna plant them just for weeds to grow back up. So we're gonna keep working here, probably take a breakfast break pretty soon, and just get this garden a little bit under control. So we're still weeding quite a bit, but we have quite a few cherry tomatoes that are ready to be picked. And this is just a handful of them. My mom behind the camera has a whole bunch that she's holding too. So we're gonna have lots of delicious tomatoes to eat. This is my favorite part of picking, I think, is probably the tomatoes, because they are just so much better than the store. They're just nothing that compares. So as you can see, we have quite a bit of just like, the tomatoes are definitely wild, right? Like they're not propped up as well. I just haven't had a second with the kids being pregnant, a little tired. Definitely appreciate a lot of the help getting this weeded, and we're just gonna kind of let it do its thing, I think, for the rest of the season, and that's just kind of what it is. But we're still getting a really great harvest. And again, I want to remind you guys, you can still grow even if you don't have the perfect system. You don't have, you know, all of the time. You can still get things that will harvest. So we're going to keep weeding, and hopefully we can get some stuff going. We still have jam to make and lots of stuff to do still on the homestead, but we're going to keep going. All right, let's take a quick tour of what everything looks like post-weeding. So like you can see, they're not quite propped up here, and I think I'm gonna go get something to try and prop some of them up. And I left actually this area over here because I honestly think the weeds have helped them grow a little bit, as counterintuitive as that sounds, because I think that they are propping them up and allowing them to get airflow. My apple tree This is where we're at. You guys, these apples are looking really, really good. And honestly, like not a lot of blemishes on them, and we didn't spray them this year. So I'm pretty happy with that. They're getting pretty big. I mean, this is, you can see like size-wise, they're getting pretty good. Definitely have a few raspberries to pick. I think we're getting towards the end of the picking for them. And this one we have just let go because there's really nothing growing in here besides weeds. I'll probably weed whack it down when I have a second. But these are my Brussels sprouts. My celery is looking really good. I've got some really good pepper plants over here. You can see everything growing. I'm gonna pick this banana pepper here. And then maybe this one too. These are supposed to be hot banana peppers. We'll see. I tried one when it wasn't fully grown and it was not spicy at all, so. This pepper is getting really big and bushy. No fruit on it yet though. These are my eggplants. I don't think I have any actual eggplants growing on them quite yet. We'll see if I get anything. These are supposed to be my jalapeno plants. I'm hoping in the heat that they start to grow. These are my onions. You can see that some of them are getting nice and big. This one's a really big one. That one too. And some of them are much more on the smaller side. I planted a lot more onions in here, but I just don't think all of them made it with the weeds. But these are still growing. They're getting bigger. So we'll definitely get a harvest out of there. And this is where the broccoli and the cabbage was. I took it all out, and we will put carrots in there next week. So we got a lot done. I'm really happy with a lot of the progress that we've made. I'm very thankful for all the help that I've had. I definitely couldn't have gotten all of this done by myself. It has been a struggle with the 2 kids by myself, being pregnant. I'm at 8 weeks. No, 8 weeks. I'm at 8 months. I think I'm almost at 33 weeks. So we're getting close to due date here, and it's just getting harder and harder. The bigger I get, the more tired I get, and the kids. So definitely still growing a lot this year. I'm really excited about it. We picked a ton of blueberries. I'll show you guys some of that footage too. And be on the lookout for some blueberry jam videos too, because we're going to make a boatload of blueberry jam. And the potatoes are going to have to wait for another day, I think. The garlic is still growing. I picked one yesterday, and it's looking really good, and they were really tasty. I made a basil pesto with it yesterday, and it was so, so good. So yeah, excuse my out of breathness. It is hot. I'm pregnant. I'm tired, and I'm signing off. Until next time, thank you guys so much for joining. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. And if you like other homesteading videos, I'll link my homesteading playlist here. Talk to you guys later.